Peron National Park, and we're just airing down the tyres, and we're going to head in and try and find a campsite. So on this video, I just wanted to go over some remote beach camping like tips and tricks, because we do this quite often, and yeah, we've been with some friends, they have no idea what to do, so we thought we'd share some tips, what you need to do if you're remote beach camping. So stick around. In this car with positive vibes. We're gonna get a campsite. Woo! A spot. That was a mission and a half to get here, but anyway, we made it. Ooh, pretty cute little spot. Alright, sunscreen up. Always get sunburnt doing the tent. Always. Alright, let's go. Well, we have made it to Gregorys, which is one of the campsites here in Francois Peron National Park, and yeah, we're remote beach camping. So when I say remote, there are long drop toilets here, but there are no other facilities, so you need to bring things like water, you need to bring enough fuel, enough food. So on arrival to the national park, you actually have to go to, there's like a little information stop, and you have to actually pay there, so you don't know if you're gonna be able to get a spot, so you just kind of have to wing it a little bit. And luckily we jagged such a good spot. We were hoping for Gregorys and we got Gregorys, so yay for us. And yeah, this is how close you are to the beach. Very, very nice. But when you are beach camping, there are a few little tips and tricks that might be useful if you've never done it before, if you really want to try it. So the first tip would be prepared, so with enough fuel and water and stuff like that. That seems pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, the water is a massive one. So this is one of the most amazing things about beach camping. You come to an amazing beach like this and there is nobody here. There are people camped, but they just kind of keep to themselves. So there's people up there and people up there, and then there is not a soul on this beach. Like, love it, amazing. But yeah, so if you are new to this kind of, you know, remote camping, beach camping, it might be wise to go with some friends. So if you do get, you know, if you're new to full driving as well, if you don't have a lot of experience, then you've got help or company, or go with someone that's done it before. Yeah, it'll just help settle the nerves a little bit. Oh, the sweet sound of gin. Cheers! Good morning, everybody. And one of the things that's going to happen when you are camping at the beach is there's a lot more moisture along the coastline, so you're always going to get a little bit of dew on your tent and stuff that you've left outside. So always make sure you pack away things that you don't want to get dewy or they're not weatherproof. You might have phones, valuable items, always obviously pack those away. But yes, anything that you leave out will be covered in a layer of dew in the morning. And especially your tent as well. So let me just show you what happens inside a tent. Let me turn my coffee off, seeing as that's ready. So yes, we left these things out last night and they were all covered in dew this morning, and it has actually dried off a little bit. And then yeah, also the tent as well. So the tent will always be covered in a layer of dew. Now what you'll find is you normally get a little bit of condensation or like it dripping inside your tent. So always make sure you've got stuff away from the walls of your tent in the morning. And what we tend to do is put a towel down on the bed to stop the condensation dripping on all of our bedding. So this is essentially what we do. Have a towel down, and that stops all of this dripping on our bedding. So one of the other things when you're beach camping or remote camping is there's not a lot to do. So it's a perfect place to relax and enjoy, but you do need to bring activities. So personally, I like to draw, so I'm just doing a bit of drawing. I also love to take photos, so photos and video is something I enjoy to do, so that entertains me for a while. Yes, you just need stuff to do, to be honest. Like my husband, he likes to play his Switch, we like to play board games. So if you are coming with children, you do need to be prepared with activities. And yes, sometimes you will get bored because you have to create your own entertainment. So going for a nice long walk, exploring the area, that's always a really great thing to do because that does kill quite a bit of time. We are just waiting for the wind to die, so we also like to go fishing. We've got our stand-up paddle boards, and yeah, sometimes there's people that have kayaks. It's a really, really great activity to pass some time and also just explore the area as well. Enjoy nature. Really annoys people when they're camping is the sand situation. So you just have to be really conscious to try not to get sand in your bed. And really great tip is we use shade cloth as our like little doormat. So shade cloth, it allows you to wipe your feet and it allows the sand to fall through the shade cloth. And you can honestly pick this up from Bunnings and always leave like a little dustpan and brush by your tent. So then the way you can just dust off any sand or any unwanted sand before you jump in the tent. Just goes to show there's never a dull moment camping at the beach, is there, babe?
Yep. Right on the video.
I just did. Yeah, never a dull moment. So But we managed to pack up without any rain, and now it's raining again. So I feel like that was a successful pack up.
I'm really glad I tried so hard not to get, so sandy, and then I did the tent.
Yeah. Oh dear, I feel like we really dodged a bullet with this one. Look, there's more rain coming as well. Whew. Bit of a change from yesterday where it was the most magnificent day. Oh dear. All right, so it's been a couple of days and we left Francois Peron National Park. As you saw, it poured with rain on the day that we were due to leave. So that was a fun little pack down, but that's all part of camping. You can get extreme weather conditions on the coast, so you just have to be prepared for anything. You can see that I'm rugged up here this morning. It's been freezing in the mornings, but during the day it's been a really nice 25 degrees. And it's been 2 days since I filmed last, and it has been blowing a gale. So again, you do have to be prepared for a couple of days worth of maybe bad weather conditions. So just make sure the entertainment you bring can be done inside as well. So you're not stuck on the beach, bored as hell with nothing to do. We've got 2 days worth of absolutely magnificent weather. So you just have to take the good with the bad when you're remote beach camping. Check out this bay. This is Gladstone. So it is about an hour south of Carnarvon, and it's still in the Shark Bay Gulf, but the tide goes out like 600 or 700 meters. It's just crazy. Remote beach camping is you do need power. So there's a few ways you can actually generate power. Option number one is to buy like a little battery pack like this. But the only problem is they don't last very long. So you need a way to charge this. Now, what we use is a solar panel. So you can actually charge this on solar, or you can directly use your solar panel as power, which is pretty cool. And then there's a third option is you can actually use a deep cell battery. So the deep cell battery will be charged by the solar panel, and then you can also charge all your devices and run a fridge off of your deep cell battery. So that's probably like the cheapest way to do it, and that's what we do, and it works fine for us. There are plenty of other ways to generate power as well. You can use a generator, which is very expensive. They're like, $500 to $1,000, which is I think is personally a little bit unnecessary. Or you can also get like a full dual battery set up in your car, but the only problem with that is you need access to your car. You need to be able to park very close to it, and that is also a very, very big investment. It's a very expensive exercise. So the cheapest option is to grab yourself like a $200, $300 solar panel. Grab yourself one of these little remote or power packs, or grab a solar panel and a deep cell battery. There's a lot of things that require power, so you just need to have a good think about what you need to charge, what needs to draw power, and once you know what needs to draw power, then you can reverse engineer and go back from there. So for us personally, we have a 12-volt fridge, which is about 60 litres, and we need constant power for that. So we have the deep cell battery for that, and we charge the deep cell battery with the solar panel. We can also charge all our devices off either the solar panel, off one of these little power packs, or off the battery, and that works perfectly for us. So yeah, it just depends on what you require power for. If it's just for charging devices, the perfect setup would be the solar panel and then just using one of these little portable power packs. That's absolutely perfect. beach, Heidi. This is a bush shower if I've ever seen one.
I just think my hair actually looks really good.
It does look fantastic, my darling, but it is time for a wash, so I have to feel extremely grateful that this place actually has a shower. Knock knock.
So there's not a dead body in there.
Oh, it opens. Oh, this is so funny.
Full changer.
Oh, fancy schmancy. Oh, babe, this is gonna make... Well, that's it for Gladstone. So that was, yeah, an interesting little station stay, which is right on the beach. So that was pretty cool that they had that little shower. Normally when I am trying to clean myself at the beach, I boil some water, have like a nice freshwater bath by just using like a face cloth and like, you know, wiping yourself clean of all salt water, of sunscreen. So yeah, that was really nice. They actually had like little showers, because yeah, personal hygiene is one of those things that you just have to keep on top of, especially if you're beach camping. The thing that gets me the most is the sunscreen and the salt. So yeah, the sunscreen generally like builds up over days, so you really do need to wash that off, and also the salt can just dry your skin out like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, that was really cool. They had a little shower, but yeah, most of the time I just use boil some water, cool it down a little bit, and then we actually do have like this little electric hose, which I'll show you in just a minute, and I dunk that in a bucket of water to use that for some fresh water, and then yeah, just sort of wash yourself over with like a face cloth or something like that, so keeps you, yeah, really nice and clean. So yeah, I believe that's all the tips I've got for remote beach camping. So you've got things like you need to stock up on food and water, make sure you've got enough of that first. Entertainment, something to keep you amused and entertained, and so you can actually enjoy these beautiful places. How you are going to access power, and also yeah, personal hygiene. And oh yeah, almost forgot how to keep sound out of a tent, because that is just one of the most annoying things ever. So if you did like this video, please give us a like, subscribe. We're always out adventuring, exploring and enjoying WA. So yeah, this is a little bit different. It was a personal holiday of ours, and yeah, I was just trying to think of some useful tips and tricks that I could give people that haven't been remote beach camping before. So until next time, get out there and see WA.